Well, hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Specter of Torment. As we start off here, we get a memory. We're almost there. I can feel it. Indeed, it's a long journey. It's been onward. So we're playing as Donovan, right? This is before Specter Knight died. He was Donovan. If you come in here, you'll get the call traps. They're just simple items you can throw upon the ground to do some damage. They're okay, power-wise. But yeah, and as you notice, we now have magic instead of, like when we throw that, we now have like magic all the Shovel Knights and not darkness. All of our gold does remain, even though we are technically in a flashback, and all the gold we get here does transfer to the present. There are no will skulls or anything like that to find here. This is all just great storytelling. Because this is, right, we can see Lon, who is basically Donovan's companion, or Donovan's Lon's companion. Yeah, and I love how they do the color in this one. How everything's like that flashbacky color, and how this game does flashbacks in general. It's all just really well done. But yeah, these, again, it's not very hard. Oh, you can only have 2 cold traps at a single time, just keep that in mind. If an enemy does walk over it, they do die, obviously. Yeah, so again, look at all this money we're getting. This game is never has you low on money. And we get here, and this may look familiar. And yeah, it definitely is. So we stop here for the night. Donovan, as a father, I'm worried about him. Do you think the amulet will truly protect him from all harm? Your boy has much to learn about the world, certainly. But if this trinket is as powerful as they say it is, I can only hope the legends hold true. Donovan, don't worry. We won't be leaving empty-handed. Come on, let's rest tomorrow. We'll find out for ourselves. That really, oh gosh, no matter, even though I keep changing up the voices every episode, my one constant is that doing Specter Knight's voice hurts my throat. So as you can see in the background, as we continue to do different levels, it'll change. We now see that in the Explodatorium back there. Like that green goo is flowing out of it. And that keeps happening. So for the next area I want to explore, let's come up here. This is the Edgelord. Oi, I'm the Edgelord. Orf, I'm the Edge Farmer. Oi, think you're edgy? You do? Oi, oi, I'll be the judge of that. Oi, will I? And then we have the Rail Rider. Want to be cool like me? When leaping from a rail, press W or S to pull off some tricks. I've talked about this before. It's some simple money over here. There is something beyond that, but we're going to worry about that at another time. You can get a skull up there. Whatever. There are so many skulls located throughout the Tower of Fate, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, if we come up here, we'll find Plague Knight again. This tower sure is seeing a burst of activity lately. Business is booming. I'm having a blast. Talk to this minion, and they'll just give you some gold for beating the Explodatorium. Very simple. We can come up here, we can talk to Legion. We'll save that for a minute. Again, we remember this guy, right? Serving Mole Knight is the worst. I'm not on guard. He makes me dig. Don't even get me started on the temperature. I wish I could work somewhere cool and wet. So as this guy has this overall arc, you have to make sure the fire hits him while he's under it, or else it won't do anything. What's the big deal? My suit is all rusted. Hey, this looks like I'm past myself as a guard of the Iron Whale. All I need is some nocturnal attack. Oh, whatever, I'll just grab an anchor or something. But yeah, we get to follow this guard as it goes from area to area. It's pretty cool. So if we come down here, let's actually go see let's go see Red first. And he's got the Bounding Soul. It's his new curio. It's It's okay. So the Bounding Soul, it's free a lost soul, which reflects off surfaces. This one works very simple. You throw it, it bounces. It's a very simple curio. It really is not that useful in my opinion. I will probably never use it again in this series. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, it's not bad, it's just not... I just will probably never use it. I'll still upgrade it, though. Now, we could go talk to, let's see, that should be 5? That's actually 7. Yeah, that's 7, weirdly enough. Now, we could go upgrade some stuff from Legion. We could get a new cloak from, Manny, but instead we're gonna go up to Legion. Oh, I also forgot to show this off, but right behind Legion is another one of these schools. So I do want to get the Dread Talon upgrade. Again, Dread Talon is extremely useful, and I guess we'll upgrade the Spider Scythe. We don't really need anything else. But now, if we come down here, talk to the Acolyte. Let's go to King Knight's, Pridemoor Keep. Oh! I was expecting something to happen there. Guess it doesn't. Guess that's later. Let's get out our Will Skull. I always forget about this back here, but... Yes, there's a secret back here. I did not, however, remember the fact that if you hit that, it'll actually give you a, it'll actually show Yacht Club Games logo. I always forget it does that. Yeah, that's how you can see that. Because that was one of the hardest, because I always forget about that place back there. I remember in, Specter, or in Plague of Shadows, I always forgot to get the 2 cipher points that were back there. You'll always find hidden chests and money, just literally scour throughout these levels. Oh, is that this level? They do some actually really cool stuff with the lava in this game. I don't remember what level that's on though. I don't know if that's here. Yeah, just remember, just keep timing in. There's another red skull. Remember, helicopter rats. Helicopter rats make great platforms. And here we actually have a new type of mage. This is, I don't know its name, but it's something like these dark orbs. You'll see how they're actually pretty useful. Because you can slash past them. So just always keep that in mind. So you come up here, keep the Pegasus rifle. And yeah, boom, there's another red skull. Again, there's only, I can only think of one that's actually like hard to find. Most of the others are just very simple. Like, as long as you've played, I've hoped, because before, I know in Plague of Shadows, it required you to have beaten Shovel of Hope before you could play Plague of Shadows, right? I don't think the game requires you to do that anymore, but if you have played it, hopefully finding secrets shouldn't be too hard, because the game's hopefully taught you by this point how to do it. So hit the book. Again, this part is all about timing. We also, we've seen these knights before, but they now have knights that have, ball and chain. Be careful not to get caught up on anything. Alright. If you fail to get that red skull right there, I do recommend dying down here, because there's no way back up after you fail. Luckily, yeah, those guys hitting you, they don't cause you too much damage. Now, if Pridemoor Keep looks different to you guys, that's because well, I mean, like, it just, like, in general, it may look a little, like, less shiny. Being a prequel, this game really does, like, change up a lot of the level designs. And it's interesting to see how, like, different some of them really are. Because, like, we see all the scaffolding everywhere. But that's just not what's different. Because, like, this room is in Pridemoor Keep, right? There's usually, like, a door right behind here. But nope. Now, because of how different this place is, it's completely different. You gotta jump on those. If you do happen to break those blocks on accident, you can always just run across the wall. It's just a little harder to do. We have one of these guys, right? I recommend waiting for it to attack. It uses wind. That wind is hard to fight back against. Just keep that in mind. And then waiting to attack it until it starts blowing its fire. And then kill it. It's actually, it's not hard. It's just, it's all about timing with that one. Keep track of those rats, because up here, we find our next Willful Wisp. There's normally, in the original Shovel Knight, I know there's a path back here. But yeah, just remember that's there. You can, with these guys' wrecking balls, hit them back, right? So if you're ever in, like, a situation like this, just keep that in mind. Actually, that's the upgraded Spider Sickle. All the upgrades are pretty useful, right? The Spider Sickle does that. The Dread Talons will get to. Oh, okay, on accident. I just killed myself right there. Yeah, no, I was dying right there. I accidentally hit the wrong button. The Dreadful Talons, now, while you're using them, you do become invincible, and they have, like, this beam of... They have this sort of, like, wave that goes in front of them that gives them a longer reach. They are still extremely useful. That kills them in 2 hits. The Spider Sickle is useful. I'll try to use it. I can't risk going back there to get that. So get that, and then hop right there, right? It's a little tricky, but Just be careful, right? That is an instant death pit. It is really neat how, like, some of these locations are definitely familiar, but just they've been changed up enough that they work well, right? It's taking the game we know and changing it just enough so that it feels different. And for the lava... Hit that. Yeah, I wasn't going to survive that. I missed, because I hit the lava, I knew I was going to die. Because again, that's standing on the block, you only get 2 hits. You only get 2 jumps on you. And if you do collect a like a red skull and die after collecting it, don't worry, it will still save as you having it even if you die. Just like the Cypher. Right there, it still has it. stay one step ahead and you should be fine. And out here we have another one of these guys. You see that red skull back there? Don't even worry about it. Wait for it, come back and get it later. After you've killed the guy, obviously. Also, yeah, if you kill him and you do something like that where you basically pass him, try not to leave the screen, because if you do, all the money and food he drops you'll have to refight him and he won't drop any of the money he just dropped. But with that, we're right here on King Knight. Oh ho ho! It looks like the royal lapdog's here to do your master's bidding. Chasing your tail around the valley must be tiring. In fact, you look like death. Ha 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 ha! As our leader suspected, you dawdle and play as nobility. I've been tasked with setting you back on schedule. What should I do? Grab a shovel and start digging? Just thinking about it makes my flawless face flush. Working is for commoners, but I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. Watch. He does ride on the rats and whatnot. He does spit out these cards now, and he does create places in which if you fall, it is instant death. Just be careful. It's still, well, it's definitely not like that. Right. It's easier to die in this fight, but it's not too much harder. And I don't think it's the easiest fight in the game either, right? Even in Shovel of Hope, I think I said it's not the easiest fight in the game. Yeah. Well, it's easy, it's not the easiest. That still goes to, well, in Shovel Knight, I thought the easiest boss fight was probably either Plague or Tinker. In this, or not Plague, I mean Mole or Tinker. In this, we'll get to it, actually, pretty soon. But yeah, boom, just beat him easy. I actually beat him while taking a hit. And yeah, we're back up to almost 9,000. Well, then again, so we got about 6,000 for beating that level. That's not too bad, I guess. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, peace.